and welcome to Coffee with Joanna. Today we're going to meet the lovely Afton Dibrindisi. She's the owner of Pods and Peas, and she's a consultant out of Grow, Northampton. So I totally think this woman is really amazing. The work that she does every day is so important to all the families that she has the opportunity to help. So please join me in welcoming Afton. Hi!
Hi!
So I always ask, very first, right out the bat, what are you drinking?
I have French vanilla coffee with a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of sugar.
Ooh, that sounds
very good and warm.
That sounds great. Yes. I am drinking Stumptown coffee. It's my very first time today, and or ever, and I'm finding it pretty good. Good. So, in your adventure over the last 6 months of opening Pods and Peas, can you share a little bit of what you've gone through?
So, it's been an adventure. I am very OCD when I do things. I like to go through and really make sure that I have everything that I need put into where I need it. I started with going to a graphic designer and getting a business logo and making sure that it was exactly the way I wanted it. So that way when I went through and made my business cards and my appointment cards and flyers, any of the papers that I was going to use during any of my classes, that I had a business logo on it. So when people saw Pods and Peas and saw my logo, they knew who I was.
That's great.
Which was really, really important to me. It's been a journey, and I really found a lot of self-discovery in it about what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. And I found my voice to ask for help.
Excellent.
Which has been really uplifting for me because I'm not one to always go and ask for help when I need it.
That's a difficult thing sometimes to ask for help.
Yeah.
What kinds of consulting or baby wearing help are you doing these days?
Because I'm based out of Grow right now, I have been doing a lot of people who come in and buy a new carrier and teaching them the ins and outs of their new carrier. Or I have parents that will come in that have never used a carrier before, and it's really finding the carrier that's going to fit their lifestyle and their baby, their body, and what they really want to do with it. So I have just been kind of all over the place. I've also been partnering with Jody Costanza, who owns Grow, and we have been teaching classes and workshops on how to use different carriers, different baby wearing age ranges, and all sorts of stuff like that.
Wow, that's great. So as you've been going through this new consultant journey, is there anything that constantly comes up, something that, never ceases to amaze you about the process?
That aha moment that parents get when you get a mom or a dad that comes in with their baby and they have their carrier and they say, my baby hates this carrier, all she does is cry, and it in return makes me cry or makes me uncomfortable, and I can't be comfortable in it. And when you get them calm enough and get the carrier on the correct way and teach them the correct way to wear it, and baby calms down and mom or dad calms down, and then all of a sudden there's baby wearing love, energy everywhere, and they're happy. And then they want to continue, and then they're finally interested in other carriers or continuing to wear this baby and on with their next child.
This is wonderful. That's just wonderful. Thanks for sharing that with us. So I know that Jace is growing so super fast, as they always do. But would you share with us some of the things that maybe baby wearing, from a parental standpoint, from your parenting, how it has, helped you in both good and tough times?
Yeah. So when I first brought Jace home from the hospital, I had that moment of, I don't know how I'm going to get anything done. I feel like all I'm doing is nursing my baby 24/7, and I can't put him down because he cries. And then I started wearing him, and after wearing him, I realized, oh, when I go to the grocery store, I don't have to nurse you before I leave. And when I get to the grocery store in the car, and then in the car again before we leave the grocery store, and then again before I put the groceries away, I was able to put him into the car, get to the grocery store, and put him in a carrier, and nurse him through the whole grocery store, and then put him back in the car and get home and put my groceries away before I had to nurse him again, which was incredible and life-changing, because then I was able to have a life outside of my home because I was able to continue to move and walk while nursing my child and have two hands.
That's so awesome. That's such a great way to talk about it, because it really is just that amazing.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, so when I went up there in January, was really, really stunned at how amazing, first off, overall Northampton is. And I think anybody should absolutely go visit this town, because it's just a good example of just wonderful town. But can you tell me, have you seen in the last 9 months Babywearing grow in the community?
We definitely have seen a huge, huge growth in Babywearing in our community. I did start a local Babywearing group for Western Mass, where we have a bunch of moms from all over come and meet once a month. And after having like the first couple meetings, we had like 10 to 12 people show up, and now we have anywhere from like 15 to 25, 30 people show up. And it's amazing and awesome, and I feel like we've seen just so much more Babywearing awareness around, and we have people contacting friends and family members and telling them about us and adding them to our Facebook page and educating them, and it's really, really incredible to go walk through Northampton and see more babies being carried than them being worn, or more babies being carried than pushed in a stroller.
Right. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm just so happy. The town is so amazing. It seemed right just for Babywearing. In my blog, I talk about how I didn't really know if people really would stop when I crossed the street. And that's a totally new experience for a New Yorker. Nobody does that. Nobody stops as you're going to cross the street. So I love this town, and I can't wait to come back and see you guys.
Was the sidewalk painted when you came up? Did we have the rainbow crosswalk?
No.
They did right in front of Thorne's Market that leads up into where Grow is. They did redo the whole crosswalk, and it's a rainbow now. It's beautiful.
Oh, I have to come back. I just have to come back. I have to see that.
Just gonna have to come back and see it.
So, okay, last question. 2 questions more. Sorry. If you could have any superpower in the whole wide world, what would your superpower be?
I would be able to talk to animals.
Ooh.
Although I would love to fly, I don't really like to fly. But I think talking to animals would be amazing. Get to hear what they have to say.
That's awesome. I love that. Apparently awesome is my word of the day, so there you go. So my next question is, will you join me again in the future to let us see how you're doing in your new adventure?
Absolutely.
Great. Wonderful. Well, we're going to sign off, and we're going to say thank you to Afton and Dibrindisi of Pods and Peace for taking some time out today and joining us for coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.